Okay, so here we have my wife's 2003 Acura TL. You can see the high beams are on there. But the low beams, the driver's side is working, but the passenger side is not. So we're just going to fix that. Now, along the lines of things that I have to fix on this car is the hood props. So that's why I've got this stick in there kind of holding things up. So a few things you're going to need, the lights, of course, and then some needle nose pliers, and a handy little screwdriver for prying things apart. And then some rubber gloves or latex or nitrile is what I'm using here. So first things first, we need to get this shroud out of the way. It's held in place by two little body clips here. Just pull those out. And then next you want to grab your ratchet with a 10mm socket. And we're going to use this to take the fill tube out that's for our windshield wiper solution. And always make sure to keep track of your fasteners because they walk off fast. Now just pull this out of here. And I'll warn you, it's a little easier said than done, so just take your time and try not to break anything. Alright, so here's what we're looking at inside here. You got your high beam plug right here, and then the plug for your ballast, which is what powers the light fixture. And then this scary looking warning here on the back of the bulkhead. Now, something to note about this is more of an idiot sign than anything else. It's kind of like if you were going to work on your toaster or something, you'd want to make sure it was unplugged from the wall before you stick a fork in it. So that's what we're going to do right now. So you can see this is my high beam plug, and you just turn the light a little bit and you'll hear a snap, and then that will let it go so you can unplug that. Then next we're going to unplug the ballast. This is a little difficult to get to. There's just some things in the way, and it's kind of an awkward spot, but you kind of weasel your hand down in there, and it comes off the same way. Just a pinch connector, and voila. Okay, so now we have to get this screw out of here, and it's a security Torx, which not everybody has, so I'm just going to use needle nose pliers on this. It's not too terribly difficult to turn this out. And there you go. Now, I like to make it easier to find my fasteners, and I just happen to have this little spot on the back of my screwdriver, so I'm going to drive that screw in here since I don't have a lot of security screws just laying around I can replace it with. Okay, so the next thing is to remove this bulkhead and just twist and just pull it out. Really difficult there. And that exposes our igniter, which is what actually powers the light in there. So the next thing to do is take out this igniter. We're just going to twist it and pull it off the back. Nothing too difficult there. Alright, so this is what we're looking at inside the light fixture. And there's a right way and a wrong way to take this spring off. And I'm going to show you what happens if you do it the wrong way. If you take out this top screw right here, it's going to snap out of there like that. And if you're not careful, that screw, or that clip rather, will drop down inside your light fixture. And then you're looking at taking off a bumper too, just to get that out. So the right way is to lift this lever from the underside right here, and it just kind of snaps out, and then the light is freed up, and you can just pull it right out, and you got kind of a lever locking system here. So we're just going to reinstall or install the new light here. Just make sure that it goes back in the way that the old one came out, and you can already see that little lever lock system. It just drops right down into place. It's a beautiful thing. So we're just going to push this back down, and it kind of clips in, and you can see it's pretty snug in place right there. It clips right underneath this little spot. It's got a metal clip, and and the other end of it pushes against the back of the light housing. And got a fulcrum up here. That's why you don't take out that top screw. Make sure to pull on the bottom. Can't stress that enough. Okay, so now that we got the light in, we're just going to reattach the igniter to the back of the bulb. And it's pretty easy to put back on. You just slide it over the back of the bulb and twist it into place. Now, it doesn't clip very hard, so you might want to make sure that it's snug before you go to the next step. So here we go, putting the bulkhead back on the light fixture here. And it looks like I'm having some trouble here putting that back on, but it's really, I'm just trying to keep my hand out of the way so you can see what we're doing. It actually twists on here pretty easy. There's not a lot to it. And now we got our handy little screw keeper here. I'm going to pull that back out and set that screw by hand. And then after we get it kind of finger tight in there, I'm going to grab my needle nose pliers and drive it the rest of the way in. Okay, now it's time to plug stuff back up. I started with the ballast, but it's probably not the best idea. It'd probably be better to plug in the high beams first and then hit the ballast, but oh well. That went off without a hitch. I remember we had to twist that bulb in order to free up the clip, so we gotta see I'm pushing it back down there. Okay, everything's secure, so it's time to test it. There you go. Both lights working. Turn signals are working. Check those high beams. There you go. Thing of beauty. All done. So there you have it. That's the procedure for replacing the low beam HID light bulbs in a 2003 Acura TL. Hope this helps.